Almanzo, what is your favorite dish?
It's, cinnamon chicken.
Did you hear that, Nellie? Well, it's only her specialty.
Little House on the Prairie became one of America's most loved television shows in the 1970s, telling the heartfelt story of the Ingalls family living simply on the Minnesota prairie at the end of the 19th century.
It's a miracle!
Led by Charles and Caroline with their children Mary, Laura, Carrie, and adopted son James Cooper, the family faced illness, natural disasters, and countless hardships, but always held on to their love and faith. What many fans don't know is that behind the wholesome image was a world filled with shocking secrets, intense challenges, and surprising truths that make the story of Little House even more fascinating today. From Michael Landon's control over the production to real accidents that made it into the show, you're about to uncover everything the cameras never told you. The Big Sky Movie Ranch in Simi Valley, where the series was filmed for almost 10 years, became surrounded by rumors of a strange cancer curse after several cast and crew members were diagnosed with cancer, including Michael Landon, Victor French, and Merlin Olsen. Many believed this could be linked to radiation from a 1959 nuclear reactor accident nearby. Though studies later found no proof, the area continued to raise questions and even faced wildfires that destroyed parts of the set years later, leaving fans wondering if the ranch was truly cursed. The romantic chemistry between Laura and Almanzo looked sweet on screen, but off-screen Melissa Gilbert, who was just 15, was nervous and shy while her co-star Dean Butler was 23. Their age difference made intimate scenes awkward, and Melissa even asked for hugs instead of kisses during filming. Producers secretly wrote memos trying to fix the lack of spark, while other cast members like Allison Arngrim and Steve Tracy, who played Nellie and Percival, playfully overacted their passion just to tease her. Karen Grassle, who perfectly portrayed the strong pioneer mother Caroline Ingalls, beat 47 actresses to win the role. Landon chose her because she looked and felt like a true woman of the frontier, while another contender, Hersha Parody, later joined as Alice Garvey, a beloved teacher who met a tragic end in a fire. Landon's eye for authenticity gave the show its emotional depth. When the series ended in 1983, Michael Landon decided the fictional town of Walnut Grove would be completely destroyed, not for drama but because the landowners required the set to be returned to its natural state. So Landon filmed a powerful ending where townspeople blew up their buildings rather than give them to greedy investors, creating one of the most unforgettable finales in TV history. Behind the family-friendly scenes, alcohol flowed freely on set. Allison Arngrim revealed that Michael Landon sometimes mixed whiskey with his morning coffee, and the crew regularly went through cases of beer a day. But despite this, filming remained disciplined and professional, though Karen Grassle later admitted she had to quit drinking altogether after realizing it was becoming a problem. Nellie Olsen's signature golden curls weren't natural. They were actually a heavy and painful wig that caused scalp bleeding from metal pins. But Arngrim endured the pain proudly, saying it was part of the price for creating one of television's most iconic villains. The family's cozy dinner scenes looked home-cooked, but in truth, most of the meals were Dinty Moore canned stew and KFC chicken, an easy way for the crew to maintain continuity and keep child actors happy during long shoots. To look taller and more commanding, Michael Landon wore special lift boots that added about 4 inches to his height, and in some scenes, he even stood on stairs or small hills to appear more powerful as Charles Ingalls. The show ended after 9 seasons mainly because Melissa Gilbert had grown up, and the young Laura fans knew could no longer fit the image of the little girl who once learned life lessons from her father. Landon agreed it was time to bring the story to a close, though they released 3 TV movies afterward to give fans closure. Michael Landon's famous hair also had its own secret. He started turning gray in his 20s and used box dye at home. But under the California sun, it sometimes turned purple, forcing him to seek professional help to fix the color before filming resumed. Carrie Ingalls was played by real-life twins Rachel Lindsay and Sydney Robin Greenbush, who took turns on set to follow child labor laws. The adorable moment of Carrie tripping and falling in the show's opening sequence was actually a real accident that Michael Landon found so charming he decided to keep it in the final cut. Melissa Gilbert's relationship with Landon was deeply affected after he left his wife for a younger makeup artist. She saw him as a father figure and was heartbroken. She avoided speaking to him for years until 1990, just before his death. The scandal also hurt Landon's career and reputation, costing him major endorsements. Melissa Sue Anderson, who played Mary Ingalls, had the enormous challenge of portraying blindness after her character lost her sight to scarlet fever. She studied at a school for the blind to prepare, and her realistic performance earned her an Emmy nomination. But the emotional heaviness of the role eventually led her to step away from the show. Producer Ed Friendly originally owned the rights to Little House, but clashed with Landon over creative control. Friendly wanted to keep the story loyal to the books, while Landon aimed for more drama and emotion. Eventually, Landon took full control and directed all 204 episodes, shaping the series into the masterpiece fans remember today. Jason Bateman, who would later become one of Hollywood's biggest stars, began his career as James Cooper Ingalls, the adopted son of Charles and Caroline. He appeared in 23 episodes and credited Landon as his greatest influence, calling him the George Clooney of that era for his charm and leadership. From hair dye disasters and hidden romances to set drinking and emotional betrayals, Little House on the Prairie was far more dramatic behind the camera than it ever appeared on screen. Yet its heart, warmth, and family message continue to inspire millions around the world. If you loved discovering these secrets, make sure to subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin and press the bell icon so you never miss more untold stories from your favorite classic shows.